reads. Today I'll be reading you Fancy Nancy, Fanciest doll in the universe. And this is how it goes. Do you have siblings? That's fancy for sisters or brothers. I do. Jojo's my little sister. My parents say she's a handful, which is polite for really naughty. One time, she hid from Grandma in the children's coat department. Another time, she poured Easter egg dye into a kiddie pool and dunked French in it. Last summer, she used up all of Dad's shaving cream to make snow. But today, she did something despicable. That's fancy for a billion times worse than bad. Jojo gave Maribel a tattoo. She used indelible marker. Indelible means permanent, and permanent means it won't ever come off. Never, ever. Maribel asked for a tattoo, Jojo tells Mum. She wanted to look like a pirate too. That's a big fat lie, I shout. Jojo gets a timeout. Then my mum tries consoling me. That's fancy for making me feel better. Nobody can see the tattoo, not with their clothes on. It doesn't matter, I know it's there, I say. Will this make you feel better? My mum shows me an ad in the newspaper. A gala is a very fancy party, she exclaims. All the girls will come with their dolls. A gala? I guess it couldn't hurt, I tell Mum. That afternoon, Maribel and I try to decide what to wear to the gala. We are both partial to purple, which means it's just about our favourite colour. Later, I try to scrub off Maribel's tattoo, but it's a hopeless situation. That means absolutely nothing works. I'm still not on speaking terms with Jojo when Mum and I leave the next morning. Ooh la la! We arrive at the Ardsley Park Hotel. It has a canopy and a red carpet out front. Double ooh la la! The gala is in the grand ballroom. Although many dolls are wearing the same ensemble as Maribel, she is the most beautiful by far. Maribel is the fanciest doll in the universe. Maribel rides on the doll carousel. I wave and shout, bonjour, every time she comes around. Then we wait in line at the photo booth to have our pictures taken. Maribel would love to go into the doll dress shop and try on ball gowns, but I'm worried someone might see her tattoo. Instead, Maribel joins some other dolls for tea. She tells them her name is Maribel Lavinia Chandelier and then says, Enchanté Cherry. That's French for pleased to meet you, darling. It's time for our tea now. My mum tells me. I grab Maribel and sit at a big table loaded with delicacies. That's fancy for fancy food. I dab my lips with my napkin and try to remember to take dainty bites. Soon a lady announces the raffle. Everybody looks under your saucers. Whoever has the winning ticket number will receive a history doll gift certificate. Alas, we do not win. Oh well, Cherry, I say to Maribel, we still had a marvellous time. That's when I notice something strange. Maribel is not looking at me. Well, one of her eyes is, but the other eye isn't. Lots of her hair is missing in the back. I duck down and take off Maribel's dress. There's no tattoo. Right away, I come to a shocking conclusion. That means I realize something horrible has happened. Mom, this isn't Maribel. This is somebody else's doll. People are starting to leave, but my mum tells me not to panic. She knows how to find Maribel. I listen and say okay, because this really doesn't seem to be any other solution. In a flash, my mother rushes up to talk to the lady. Attention everybody, kindly remain in your seats, the lady announces. 2 dolls have gotten mixed up. Will everyone please look to see if you have a doll with a drawing on her tummy? A moment later, the girl cries, "Yipes! This isn't my doll. This doll has a tattoo." How mortifying for Maribel. That's fancy for humiliating, which is fancy for embarrassing. The girl and I exchange dolls. My little brother cut off Lily's hair, she says, and he poked out one of her eyes. Oh, I sympathise with you. I know exactly how you feel, I tell her. My little sister gave Maribel this tattoo. On the way home, I cover Maribel's face with kisses. What a joyful reunion. That means it's great being together again. Without the tattoo, we might not have found Maribel, my mum points out. Are you saying what Jojo did was good? Because it wasn't. It was despicable, I say. I understand, Mum says. But Jojo won't always be so naughty. Little by little, she'll become more mature. She'll act grown up and responsible, like you. I hadn't thought about it that way before. I guess I'm not the only girl whose sibling is a handful. And even though part of me is still a little mad, I accept Jojo's apology. After all, it could have been worse. At least Maribel isn't bold. Well, thank you for joining me to read Fancy Nancy, Fanciest on the Universe. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye! And remember, remind Mum and Dad to subscribe so you can see all my